Hi friends. Today's case is another example of one of those completely unbelievable elder abuse situations. I think it includes every type of elder abuse there is: physical, emotional, elder neglect, and financial. Listen through to the end to hear the results of what happened to the senior woman, because elder abuse matters. My Aunt Yvonne lived a quiet life in her suburban home, writes a niece of the abused woman, and she managed her own affairs. A few years back, her adult son Ron ran into some financial problems, so he and his older 3 teenagers moved in with Aunt Yvonne. Ron's wife had died a couple of years before that, so being close to family should have been good for the teens. When Ron suddenly passed away a year later, Aunt Yvonne continued to have the teens stay in her home. The extended family, me and my relatives, all thought that this arrangement was fine until I received a phone call from police asking that I get involved in Aunt Yvonne's care at her request. Apparently, a few months after Ron died, the teens took over Aunt Yvonne's house as their own. The parties started and the drugs came into her home. She didn't recognize the drugs and she just holed up in her bedroom or hid in her beloved back garden when a party was on, as she was fearful of standing up to all these teens. Extra people began staying there overnight, sleeping on sofas and floors, and helping themselves to any food or drinks that were there. Aunt Yvonne's money, jewelry, and other values suddenly went missing. Neighbors began filing complaints with police about noise and potential drug dealers and gang members visiting the house and more. Police spent hundreds of hours investigating who was living in the house and the potential crimes. Eventually, when police were able to get a search warrant to look inside, they found a gated security door installed on Aunt Yvonne's bedroom entrance. Her own grandkids had locked her in her bedroom, holding her prisoner. They had taken over her life, including stealing large amounts of cash from her bank accounts via her bank card, and they were telling her they were only using it to buy food. The police initially wanted to shut down the drug and gang den by having the city force Aunt Yvonne into a senior's residence and sell her home. She refused, not wanting to lose her garden, and she asked the authorities to contact me or some other relative. I immediately agreed to work with the police so that Aunt Yvonne could regain control of her home and of her life. The grandkids were never charged, but they and their friends were forced to move out and stay clear of Grandma. My family helped to return the home to good order, and my sister and I assist Aunt Yvonne with her finances, appointments, and other needs. She is back to living her quiet suburban life and has enjoyed her best garden harvest year ever. Thanks for sharing my aunt's story with your listeners, Justine. So friends, was I right? Wasn't that completely unbelievable abuse by grandkids? How could those teens do that to their grandmother? How could they lock her up like that in her own home and take her money while their so-called friends used her home for selling drugs and hosting gang members? What's your take on this situation? Were you surprised that the abusers didn't get charged by police? Do you think the grandkids will show up at Grandma's funeral someday? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. And let's hope that this kind of situation never happens to a grandmother again, because elder abuse matters. Friends, our goal here is to share abuse cases so that you know that you are not alone if you are suffering while dealing with elder abuse. While we hope that it's therapeutic to hear other stories, it may also be helpful for you to anonymously share your own story of abuse on this channel and help others. Just check the show notes to find out how. And finally, please comment, like, and subscribe now to grow the channel so that together we can reduce the abuse, because elder abuse matters. Please stay safe, seek help, and know that I am praying for you.